Hey folks, welcome back to Golf Life Live. I've got a wonderful PGA and now Champions Tour player, Mr. Tom Pernice Jr. joining us. How are you, sir?
Thanks.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Now, Tom, one of the things that I recognized about you some time back, we were in Tucson, I believe, at a PGA Champions Tour event, and I was watching you, and you like to work on the range and work guys. You get into instruction a lot.
A little bit,
but you're a master. I like the way that you talk to people about it. And then you found this little orange device that really kind of did what you were telling guys in a way. You were describing.
And it really opened up, my eyes. Power Package Golf.
The Power Package. So we're going to show you that. That's called Power Package.
And basically what it did for me is it really taught me, after 40-some years of playing golf, how to set the club correctly.
Right.
I usually turned my body too early, had a little bit of roll in the forearms, so I never really set the club. And what Power Package does is it initially changed me in the sequence of my swing to set the club first with my arms and hands and get my arms locked into these cups. And then use my big muscles to take the club to the top and then let it come back down in front and with the cups in it. And then the club dumps out onto the ball and the release happens.
Yeah.
And then as you turn through, the cups come back into your arms. So it really understood, one, how to set the club correctly, and then where the cups stay in your arms and how you release, you're able to get it back on, tells you if you're on the right plane.
Let's look at this for a second. So a lot of people struggle, I think, with this concept, essentially, that where the hands go. And I know that you talk a lot about that hand kind of coming inside. It's sort of, it feels a little bit, I think Mike Malaska calls it over the top from the inside, as a little bit
as a
what
feel,
he does,
probably.
as a feel kind of thing.
Basically,
show us what
basically
you're
with
about.
golf, first of all, to set the club, I use the arms and the hands to set the clubs into the cup first. Now my big muscles are going to take it to the top. And now in the delivery, I try to make sure that as the arms are tracking back down to the ball, that I'm aware of the face and it's turning the face back down.
Right. Squaring that face up.
Most people come here in the square. If you're a high handicapper that hits pull fades, they use their body first and not their arms, and they come out over the top and the face is open and come this way. And a lot of good players actually go the other way, is they get here and they try to drop the club under and they get this way. So the face is always open, one's underneath and one's on top.
You said it was a sequencing problem, is that right?
Because from the top, I believe that the arms have to work down before the body in terms of a feel. So I need to get the arms back in front and have some face control here. And they're still in the cups. You can't just take your arms and just go, see, my body moved and the arms didn't move. So the arms have to slot back in front of you with the face control of staying in the cups. What happens to some good players is they actually have the arms slot, but what they're doing, the face is open, that causes tilt, and that comes off.
Disconnection.
So what the Power Package does, it allows you to come back down on plane with good face control because you're keeping both arms in the package. And you can see the face is back out in front of me and not open.
The thing I found so interesting about this too, Tom, is this is beautiful, right? You got a power V, you've got connection, and you're all the way through to contact, and then you get it back at the top, right?
Then the club and the release happens and they come off,
right?
And then as the body turns through, it comes right back on.
Again, a beautiful power triangle there. Tom, there's a lot of top players and really good people using this now because it's bringing out something that maybe you couldn't actually feel as well with.
Well, to me, that's the great thing about Power Package is I can hit balls with this. I can create the feels that I need in terms of my set and my sequence, and then go ahead and hit the ball. So a lot of devices are making you have these feels, but you're not actually getting to hit the ball with them. They're just trying to get you in these positions, whatever. But I can, and my brain can analyze and get the feeling as I'm hitting golf shots. And that, to me, is something that's very unique and allows me to learn and be able to do things quicker.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you've been able to share this with a lot of people that probably you play with in pro-ams and various people. And what are you seeing in their swings once they get it in their hands?
I was at the Charles Schwab Cup Finals this year, and we were at Desert Mountain. And I was on the range after the second round hitting balls. And Gene Sowers was there, one of the great ball strikers of all time. And he said, I didn't hit the ball very good the last couple of days. He says, what are you working on? And I told him, I said, it just helps me, really with my set and my sequence. He says, do you care if I try? He grabbed it immediately, he got on his phone, he ordered one right away and had to have it because it gave a feel to him that he knew was correct, but he had lost and didn't know.
Right.
He he was turning too early and he wasn't getting the club set. So
Right.
what he did is immediately he did this, and he didn't get in the cups. I said, okay, now you need to use your arms and your hands and get the, he says, oh. So immediately he got the club more in front of him, back up in front, and he had his ball starting on line again.
Why is that important? I love that getting the club in front. So many people like break the wall, right? They put a hole in the drywall.
And I think it's just not having the right concept of what the sequence in the backswing is. Most people get here and they're trying to create power from the butt, so they use their big muscles of their torso and they turn.
Right, and then
but the arms and hand hadn't done anything.
Right.
So now they're doing it late and they end up lifting. The opposite would be to set the clubs with your arms and hands, boom. And now from there I take this and my whole center here,
right.
and then from there use my big muscles to take it to the top,
right.
which is much more powerful and much wider. And then down from there, it's just a matter of sequencing. The arms are in front of you and on through.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, you had a win recently too.
How
about
did.
that? Congratulations.
I was able to win at Power Shares QQQ up there in Northern California at Sherwood, and it was a great start to the playoffs that we had for the first year and put me in good shape, and I continued to play well the rest of the year.
What is that Champions Tour like for you?
Well, now at 57 to be able to go out there and, play with people that, you grew up and watching Island, Tom Watson and Fred Couples and, competing, trying to beat Bernhard Langer. I mean, how can you beat it?
Yeah, that Bernhard, he's a tough one to chase down.
He's a hard worker, and he's always been a great player for a long time. I mean, he's at 59 now, and he works hard, and it's something to continue to strive for, to try to compete to beat him.
Well, you're a great player too, and we appreciate you spending time with us. And
thanks for being here, guys.
Helping our viewers understand a little more about the sequence. So
yeah,
thank you.
I think the average player, initially when you put this onto your club and understand about putting these cups into your arms in the right spot, you know that you got the club in the right position and the sequence is going to be better, and instantaneously the ball starts on line and has less curve, and that in itself, you're doing the right thing.
We put Tom on the show and we did a feature when the product was launched, and I had pros from all around the country calling me because they couldn't figure out what the website was. I don't know why. It's powerpackagegolf.com.
Yes.
It's not hard. But anyway, they called me and said, I need that thing. Where is that thing? So a lot of people have been buying it. Head over to powerpackagegolf.com, right, Tom? And you can see all the instructional videos that Tom does and get it out there.
It's been a life changer for me at the age of 57.
That's important.
It's been playing golf for 40 or 50 years, and for the first time I really understood how to properly set the club and have good face control.
That's just amazing that a pro of your level with so much success can still improve. We can all improve, right?
Absolutely.
A little bit here and there.
No question.
Well, thanks. We'll be back with more Golf Life Live in a moment.